They didn't use guns. They didn't wear masks. They didn't even touch the main vault. And yet, they vanished with over 4 crore rupees, that's more than 500,000 US dollars, in cash and gold. No violence, no alarms, no signs of forced entry. What they did use was a tunnel, a hand-dug 25-foot tunnel that led straight into a bank's locker room. This is the true story of the 2019 Bank of Maharashtra heist in Pune, India, one of the most unusual and ambitious robberies in Indian history. A crime pulled off with patience, silence, and a lot of dirt. November 18, 2019. The Bank of Maharashtra branch in Pimpri Chinchwad, Pune, opens for a regular Monday morning. But something's wrong. Customers start complaining. Their lockers are empty. Gold, jewelry, and cash gone. The staff are confused. No broken doors. The vault is locked. CCTV footage shows nothing. From the outside, the bank looks untouched. But when police arrive, they find something that turns this quiet town into a national headline. Let's rewind. A few months earlier, a man rents a small commercial unit beside the bank. He signs the lease, pays on time, tells the landlord he's opening a bag repair shop. But the shop never opens. Instead, someone starts working inside, quietly, carefully, digging, with spades, chisels, buckets, and flashlights. No machines, no noise, no suspicion. The tunnel begins in that empty shop and ends beneath the bank's locker room floor. When the bank was closed for the weekend, the gang made their move. They broke through the floor, not the vault, not the doors. They went straight into the locker room. They manually opened at least 30 lockers. Took only what mattered: gold ornaments, cash, and documents. The estimated value of the stolen items? Over 4 crore rupees. That's around 550,000 US dollars. And just like that, they disappeared. No alarms were triggered. No camera recorded anything useful. No signs of forced entry. When the staff discovered the theft on Monday, the criminals were already gone. Police began investigating immediately. They searched the empty shop, dusty, silent, locked from the outside. On the floor, a wooden board. Underneath it, the tunnel. When forensic teams entered the tunnel, they were surprised not just by its length, over 25 feet, but by its construction. The robbers had installed hand-cut wooden support frames every 2 to 3 feet along the walls and ceiling. These makeshift braces were crafted from standard plywood and repurposed packaging planks, likely to prevent collapse in the soft clay soil. Investigators collected splinters and fragments for analysis and traced the wood to a timber shop in Chinchwad. The shop owner remembered selling a batch of 20 plywood sheets and iron nails to a man using a fake Aadhaar ID. He described the buyer as thin, dark-complexioned, and walking with a limp, a profile that would soon match one of the suspects under surveillance. The forensic team also noted how the wood had been treated, signs of moisture proofing using lime wash and wrapped jute string, suggesting basic knowledge of tunnel support in damp soil. Some sections were even reinforced with PVC piping, acting as temporary columns. This wasn't a reckless dig, it was a carefully engineered crawl space built with time, planning, and experience in construction. Soil samples inside the tunnel contained faint traces of fine brick dust and cement powder, indicating the use of binding agents to stabilize weak sections. Experts said this level of detailing could only have come from someone with real-world site work, further supporting the theory that one of the robbers had civil or construction experience. But one mistake gave police a clue. Among the wooden beams, a sticker label from a transport packaging company had been left on one board. That company only operated in Pune's Bosari industrial belt, narrowing down the origin of materials and possibly the hideout. They checked the rental agreement. The documents were fake, but the landlord had kept a copy of the ID. It led to a man with a known criminal record, including theft and housebreaking. Police quietly launched surveillance. Within days, they saw known suspects trying to sell gold in local jewelry shops. Eventually, at least 3 men were arrested. One had a background in civil work, another had prior convictions. During questioning, they confessed. They had planned everything. They rented the shop, mapped the building layout, dug the tunnel by hand, avoided attention, and struck when the bank was closed for the weekend. Police recovered around 3.1 crore rupees, that's about 380,000 US dollars, in stolen gold and cash. But nearly 1.5 crore rupees, roughly 180,000 US dollars, was never found. Some believe it was sold. Some think it was hidden. Others say it may have been melted down and laundered. No one knows for sure. The case shocked the country. Experts slammed the bank's lack of proper CCTV coverage. No motion sensors, no floor vibration detectors, no real-time alerts. After this, several cooperative banks across Maharashtra upgraded their security systems. The media called it India's real-life money heist. But there were no guns, no getaway cars, no professor, just a tunnel, a plan, and patience. In the end, it wasn't a mistake in the crime that got them caught. It was documents, a landlord's memory, and the fact that even the best-laid plans leave a trail. This was India's most unusual, low-tech bank robbery, a story of dirt, silence, and 4 crore rupees gone overnight. Real criminals, real consequences, and a tunnel no one saw coming.